In other news, violence and extremism, settlement expansion and political control over Gaza are the three main areas that severely undermine the hopes for peace between the state of Palestine and Israel. UN's top envoy to the Middle East Peace Process has told the Security Council that these negative trends can and must be urgently reserved in order to advance to two-state solution on the ground. His comments come a day ahead of the release of the much-anticipated Middle East Quartet Report that is expected to provide the key elements for a roadmap to get the peace talks back on track.
The long-awaited Quartet Report is widely seen as a make-or-break moment to get the parties back to substantive negotiations, and is expected to present a set of incentives to both sides that they hope will usher in a new period of engagement.
Palestinian frustration cannot be wished away. It cannot be vanquished by aggressive security measures, arrests and punitive home demolitions. Neither is it helped when Israeli ministers openly reject the very notion of a Palestinian state or call for the complete annexation of Area C. But neither will the violence and terror fueled by resentment bring about a Palestinian state. A peaceful future for both peoples cannot emerge on the back of statements that glorify terror and justify killing. Mutual respect cannot come as a result of stabbings, shootings and car rammings.
The report is expected to focus on the major threats to achieving a negotiated peace and offers recommendations on the way forward, with three areas emerging as obstacles to peace: continued violence, terrorism and extremism on both sides, the continued settlement expansion by Israel in disputed areas that has raised questions about Israel's commitment to a two-state solution, and then the lack of control by the Palestinian Authority over Gaza, which is under the authority of Hamas.
Palestinian-Israeli conflict.
Mladenov emphasized that a permanent status agreement could only be achieved through direct negotiations.
As the Secretary General said in Jerusalem 2 days ago, and let me quote, "No solution to the conflict will be possible without the recognition that both Palestinians and Jews have an undeniable historic and religious connection to this land. No solution can come through violence. It must be based on mutual respect and the recognition of the legitimate aspirations of both peoples. No solution can be imposed from the outside. It must be based on negotiations on the final status issues."
The full report of the quartet, which comprises the UN, Russia, the US and the EU, is expected to be published tomorrow. Sherman Briceby's SABC News, New York.